will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered in a listed sequence with an opportunity for a member of the public to address the City Council concerning the item before the action is taken. Staff recommendations are shown in caps. Is there anybody in the audience would like to have anything removed from the consent item? Council? I'm going to remove item 12. We're going to table that item. So we will item 12. Okay.
Motion to approve consent.
I'll second it. Roll call.
Councilmember Sakowitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Smith?
Yes.
Councilmember Wiggin? Yes. Mayor Pro Tem Hogancourt?
Yes.
Mayor Davies?
Yes.
It's a 5-0 vote to approve the consent agenda.
All right, so I've got some certificates here. First of all, we're going to present a proclamation of March 12th as National Girl Scout Day. And I have a presentation that we're going to do, so I'll come up front. Use this one? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay, we're going to have the girls come up one more time. And troop leaders, please. This is a certificate of proclamation. The City of Tehachapi would like to proclaim and recognize March 12th, 2023 as Girl Scouts Day. You guys have your own day now. Isn't that awesome?
Yes! Yeah!
The City of Tehachapi and the Tehachapi Council would like to recognize the efforts of Girl Scouts Troop 8014 for their community volunteerism, including efforts to support the City of Tehachapi hometown Christmas event, Marley's Mutts, and Camp Golden Years. The City of Tehachapi thanks you for your dedication to the community and efforts to develop our next generation of leaders. Very good, girl. Okay. All right, I'd like to invite Senator Fong's rep and Laura Lynn Wyatt from Zach Scribner's office.
And then you want to give that to Nina?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Nina, come on over here if you don't mind, and the mayor will give you this proclamation. And girls, if you guys maybe double stack some of the taller girls to the back, get you nice and tight.
One's in the front.
How's that? Is that good? Okay.
Yep.
So, oh.
Okay? Good. All right. That's for me. Okay, for you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. So, when I got here earlier, I went over all the girls' names, and I had a couple of the young ladies said they would help me with the names.
Yeah.
Okay, so here are the girls' names and orders. So this is where we're going to read that, okay? Okay, you go ahead and just say their name, and then I'll give them their certificate, okay?
Aubrey Watkins.
Okay. Aubrey? There you go. Over there, you go there. That's all right, there you go. So,
And that representative.
oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Try to show them
So,
all.
yeah,
Mayor Davies.
thank you.
Make sure you get the important ones in there.
Okay, let's all get in here, I'm sorry. All right, here you go.
Perfect.
Brenna Watkins.
Oh, no.
That didn't happen. That didn't happen, people. That didn't happen.
Yeah, I like her.
That was all imagination.
So, Sabrina, right?
Yeah, the imagination.
Yeah, let's look at that. Get your picture. There you go.
Right there. Congratulations.
Come on up front.
Come on, Dominic, get up here.
Oh, there we go.
Here, come. Jump in with that.
Here's for Aubrey. She go first.
Aubrey, there you go. One more. Ready? You're gonna have one more. Here, can you hold two? Mr. Mary, take this one?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so this is
And then you're gonna give from Zach's. How are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do?
We're just doing them in groups.
Oh, okay, we're doing groups,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, so we'll do a picture with all of us.
1, 2, 3.
All right,
Perfect. So these all go back here. Yep.
Yep.
okay.
There you go. Congratulations.
Okay, next.
Chloe Kent. Chloe.
Are you? Come on up here. Chloe Kent.
Chloe has been a Girl Scout 13 years.
13.
Wow.
1, 2, 3.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Is that one? And then Chloe. Okay. And this is from Zach Scrivener's office. Okay. See?
These ones are hard. These are
know.
ours.
It's okay.
Thank you.
You know what it feels like.
All right, thank you.
Perfect.
Okay.
Elizabeth Carsford.
She's not here tonight, so I'll take her certificate.
Okay, so.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Okay.
Giselle Patton.
Okay, over here.
Right over here. 1, 2, 3.
You got it, Mom? Okay. All right. There you go. All right. There you go. And then, see, I didn't drop that time. Okay. There you go. Okay.
Congratulations.
Harper Mitchell.
There's the smiley one.
She loves to smile. It's her hobby.
That's a good hobby.
And I know what your hobby is.
All right. There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Rebecca Ardito.
Who's not here?
Oh, she's not here. Hey, Rebecca's not here. Okay.
Serena Thornburg.
Oh, you're the speaker. All right, here you go. Here, look over here. Your picture.
1, 2, 3. Wait.
Yeah, what? Yeah, we got more.
1, 2, 3.
All right. Okay, there you go, young lady. Thank you for your help. Okay.
Sienna Hughes.
All right, look at that smile. And this one right there.
All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. All right, there you go, Simon. Thank you.
Sophia Smith.
All these smiles.
What can I
Okay, there you go. Here's your certificate. All right, thank you.
say? Antigan Whitman Belial.
Oh, Tegan's not here either, okay. All right, great. All right, thank you. All right, thank you, ladies. Good job.
Good job, guys.
Girls, let's get you to stand in front. Let's get all of our reps and our troop leader maybe to the back, and then we'll put the girls here in front. Get one more photo op. Sure. Okay. Can everyone see the camera right here?
Yep.
Okay, big smile.
We got a bunch more.
We got a couple more.
Okay, one more. So sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
All right.
We're good.
All right, thank you, ladies.
Good job, ladies.
Thank you.
Or key. It's for the day key.
Oh, for the day.
The day proclamation.
Good job. Okay. Nina.
Nina.
One more, Michael.
You got it. It's amazing walking behind her with all the cables, so I'd like to present you with a certificate of recognition from the city. Or this is from the senator, I'm sorry, Senator Grove's office. Okay?
Thank you so much.
I had 3 daughters, so I was a very big supporter of Girl Scouts, and I have always been a supporter of Girl Scout cookies. I mean, Girl Scouts.
We can tell one.
Yes. Say it like that. At least the girls liked it. All right. We're going to go to public comment. I'd like to invite Rob Duco with Southern California Gas. Welcome, Rob.
Thank you, Mayor Davies. Good evening, Mayor and City Council. I'm also a Girl Scout dad, so if Troop 8014 runs out of cookies and you need more, I'd be happy to provide a supply here at Tehachapi. My name is Rob Duco, and I'm Public Affairs Manager for Southern California Gas Company here in Kern County. I'm here tonight to provide an update on natural gas prices, which have been historically high in recent months. And our customers, your constituents, have probably know this. You may have been hearing from your constituents about this. Tonight I have some good news. The market prices for natural gas continue to drop, and our price to customers is 83% lower in March than it was in January. SoCal Gas does not set the price for natural gas. Instead, the natural gas prices are determined by regional and national markets. SoCal Gas buys gas on these markets on behalf of our customers, and the cost of buying gas is billed to our customers with no markup, meaning we do not profit from the movement of the gas commodity prices. Recently, the California Public Utilities Commission approved the acceleration of the California Climate Credit, meaning SoCal Gas customers will receive a credit of $50.77 on an upcoming bill. Some customers have seen that already, some will see it on their next bill, depending on their cycle. SoCal Gas is also delaying collection activities on overdue residential accounts until April 1, and we will not disconnect residential customers for non-payment before July 1. We continue to inform and offer several ways to help income-qualified customers through our bill assistance and forgiveness programs, home improvement assistance, and level pay program. Recently, SoCal Gas announced we are committing $10 million to provide additional relief to low-income families, seniors, and small restaurant owners hit hardest by the high regional natural gas prices. Of the $10 million, $5 million will go to the Gas Assistance Fund, a program administered by the United Way to provide one-time grants to income-qualified residents to help them pay their natural gas bill. This contribution will help the Gas Assistance Fund reach more customers and provide larger grants to those customers. And this donation is in addition to a $1 contribution we made earlier this year. Of that $10 million, $4 million will go to Fueling Our Communities, a collaborative program with local food banks and nonprofit organizations to provide free meals and groceries to thousands of Californians facing food insecurity. And the last million from that 10 million will go to the Restaurants Care Resilience Fund to help small restaurants with improvements, upgrades, employee retention, and to manage debt, losses, and rising costs. More information on all of these programs can be found on our website at socalgas.com. We also continue to encourage customers to reduce energy bills with a few simple, effective tips. Lowering the thermostat 3 to 5 degrees, health permitting, washing clothes in cold water, reducing the temperature on the water heater to 120 degrees, and limiting the use of non-essential gas appliances such as spas, pool heaters, and fireplaces. More information on these tips is available also on our website, socalgas.com/manage higher bills. I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have now or at a later time if appropriate, and I thank you very much for listening to me today.
Thank you. Do we have any comments from the audience? I see none. Council? Keith?
Are you still going to promote a program for senior discount?
We do not have a program specifically for senior discounts. We have programs for income qualified residents.
So you raise that just $1 and I can get in
And we have programs for those who need more natural gas because of medical reasons. We need to keep them meeting certain numbers.
Susan? Phil?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm glad you explained a couple of things.
Yeah.
Yes.
I appreciate you coming out here and getting out there in the middle of everybody, but I know it's been tough for everybody in town and all over. I hear it from my family and I hear it from my friends, so we've all had to change the way we kind of do things, so. But I think we're resilient and I think we'll get through this, and I appreciate you coming up.
And the messaging is easier now than it was 6 weeks ago when the city manager first approached me.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
City clerk reports? You guys have any? No. Okay. Okay. All right. We'll go to item 7, RSI disbursements and bills from February 1st, 2023 to February 28th, 2023. And I need to recuse myself. Mayor Pro Tem Pogencourt, if you'll take over the meeting, please. Sure.
Okay, do we have any public comment on item number 7, please? Council?
Motion to approve?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Oh, roll call, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
This is Girl Scouts, there we go.
Councilmember Sekowitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Smith?
Yes.
Councilmember Wiggins?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Pogencourt?
Yes.
It's a 4-0 vote to authorize the disbursements of bills for RSI Petroleum with a recusal from Mayor Davis.
I'm going to go back to public comments. Was there anybody else that wanted to have anything to say in the for public comments? Sorry, Ahmad. Okay, I see none. All right. Public hearing.
Item 9.
9, I'm sorry. Fiscal year in 2020 financial reports, information only. Mr. Ahmad, will you present that, please?
Yes, thank you, Mayor Davies, council members. The item before you is the financial reports for fiscal year 21-22. This is for the period ending June 30th, 2022. The items are the annual comprehensive financial report, the independent auditor's report on internal control and compliance, the report on the city's appropriations limit, and the statements of audit standards 114 communication letter. The city's finance department has submitted this report to GFOA, that's the Government Finance Officers Association, for its award excellence in financial reporting. Staff has received this award for the last 4 fiscal years, so we hope to have it now for the 5th year. The city employs Van Lant and Fencanel LLP as our independent auditor. They completed this audit, so I'd like to introduce Mr. Greg Fencanel of the firm, and he will present on the audit.
Good evening, and thank you. I just have a quick PowerPoint here to present our audit reports. I was the partner in charge from our firm VLF, including being on site here to perform audit procedures. And it's good.
Giving us the spin wheel.
Just a reminder,
Thinking about it.
what an audit is, just a quick reminder, but the city is required every year to prepare these financial statements in accordance with many different standards. And we were hired to come in as independent auditors to perform procedures to obtain enough evidence to state an opinion on your financial statements, which is what we do. And there's a couple different parts to the audit. I don't know why it's going. Am I hitting something?
On your thing, you just hit the thing to go forward.
Okay, it just keeps flashing. Anyway, it's divided into a couple of parts that we do a lot of preliminary audit work, which is evaluating the city's internal controls in relation to your financial statements. We go over many different areas of your operations in that process. That usually takes place earlier in the fiscal year. And then we come out later and perform procedures to verify the amounts and all the disclosures in the financial statements that the city has prepared. I'm sure you've read the whole thing, everywhere, the 100 pages or whatever, but so we're required to do a lot of testing on all that information in that report, and to provide reasonable assurance, not absolute assurance, that your financial statements are fairly presented in accordance with all these standards. And we've issued our audit opinion a while back on your financial statements, which was a clean opinion for the fiscal year 21-22. And in relation to that, we are required to prepare we call it an internal control report. If there were any significant problems that we ran into during our audit with the internal controls that the city has established, that's where we would report to you what we had encountered. But again, that was also a clean report, and that report also includes any compliance issues that we might have run into, for instance, laws, regulations, and grant agreements. The city is subject to many different laws and regulations, but again, we did not find anything to report. There's an appropriations limit report. That's just kind of a standard report that doesn't really apply because you're so far below the appropriations limit required by state law. Anyway, I can get into all of that, but it's kind of a formality. But most cities are well below this limit that was established. But and there's also, I think you probably have seen copies of the letters we provided, but there's another communication that we provide directly to you, not through management. We're required under audit standards to communicate directly to you at the beginning of the audit and the end of the audit if we run into any significant issues. And that report has also been presented. And then we're still working on what we call a single audit report, which is an audit of all the federal grant expenditures that the city has incurred in the 21-22 fiscal year. The feds have many different requirements that we have to follow, pages and pages of procedures and steps we have to do. And we're getting very close to issuing that. That's due at the end of March, and there's no problem with meeting that deadline. And it actually has to be submitted to the feds, and we help the city do that. So many different reports, and I don't think I need to go through every line item here on this, on these slides. The financial statements are made up of many different parts, including a lot of disclosures. The city has prepared certain sections of it. There's a narrative section at the beginning of the report called MD&A Management's Discussion and Analysis, which is, if you can't read the whole report, at least read that. Maybe that kind of summarizes everything. I just included some numbers from your financial statements in this slide. I won't go through all that. It's just some summary of your operations. I'll just point out the general fund balance increased by 1.3 million in 21-22. Again, no findings in the internal control report. And I always like to thank the city staff for all of their assistance and cooperation during the audit, which we would not be able to complete without their help. And your staff is doing a great job in helping us get it done. Any questions after all that?
Do we have any questions from the audience or public? Council?
It's a beautiful report, and I tried to read the whole thing, so anyway, our financial department and you have put together a beautiful piece of literature, whatever you want to call it, anyway.
It's not fiction.
Yeah, you can tell there's a lot of effort into it, and it's a beautiful report, so.
Bill?
Would you just, for the public, just say, what is the overall health of the city's finances? Just in a general statement. The report says it all, but compared to cities our size and other cities around the state, our financial health and condition.
Yeah, I just kind of skipped over that slide, but you know, your position has been improving in recent years. Just about every city in California had a lot of, struggles over the years ago, and we got the pension costs, but as I just pointed out, your fund balance has been increasing in the general fund, which is the main fund of the city. I think the year before it was about 3 million increase, and then this year was about 1.3. So you don't have much debt, which is not usual. I audit cities with a lot of debt, so that's So we're doing good.
Yeah, we try to borrow from accounts that we're not using the money at the time. We have to repay that account, but we try to do it internally versus paying financial institution interest. So we try to keep our debt in-house and as low as possible. So I think that puts Tehachapi in a very sound financial position where when we have the economies, when it takes a dip, there's inevitable periods when with COVID and periods where everybody was struggling, we were positioned to weather it out in good financial, where we didn't have to lay off people, we didn't have to cut programs, we were able to just do with what we had. So that's kind of we are very fiscally responsible, I believe, in that regard, and very transparent to the public. So that's this hearing tonight and presentation just shows the public where we stand, and if anybody has a question, they're always welcome and come in to talk to our finance department or the city manager or a council member, anyone you like. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? All right.
It's a beautiful report. So,
Appreciate your report, sir. There's nothing else? Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, item 10, public hearing. Conduct a public hearing to receive public testimony concerning the transit needs within the city. The city of Tehachapi provides a transit service named Dollar Ride through Kern Regional Transit. The average cost per rider from 2021 to 22 was $71.65. I'd like to open the hearing. come on.
Thank you, Mayor Davies, council members. This item before you is a required step for the city to obtain TDA funding for both its transit and its streets and roads funds. Just to give you some statistics, when we compared fiscal year 21-22 to the previous fiscal year 2021, ridership was basically flat, just a slight increase of 0.4%. However, the cost went down by 21%. And so the reason for the cost going down was the Kern Regional Transit changing their kind of billing and allocation rates, and that resulted in a good benefit to the city. So another requirement in order to receive the funding is satisfying a 10% fare box ratio. So that's taking the ratio of the fares received to the overall expenses. The city traditionally does not satisfy that requirement, and in 21-22, the fare box ratio was 1.7%. And so what the city traditionally does is use its general fund to kind of satisfy that gap and bring it up to 10%. So that dollar amount to fulfill that subsidy would have been $20,000. However, there was COVID-related funding available, and so the city is receiving that to satisfy that requirement. The city will also continue to improve its efforts with advertising to see if we can improve the ridership. So again, this is a required step to show that there are no unmet transit needs within the city, and staff recommends that the council adopt the resolution finding that there are no unmet transit needs that are reasonable to meet within the city. I'm available for any questions.
Thank you. I forgot one thing. Did we have any emails or any? No.
There was no correspondence, and we did put it in the paper, the Tehachapi News, on January 18th.
All right, thank you. Do we have any questions from the audience? Council? Okay. So we're going to close the hearing. I'd like to adopt a resolution finding that there are no unmet transit needs that are reasonable to meet within the city. I'd like to have a motion, please.
So moved.
I'll second.
Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Sekowitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Smith?
Yes.
Councilmember Wiggins?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Pokencourt?
Yes.
Mayor Davies?
Yes.
It was a 5-0 vote to adopt the resolution as presented.
Thank you. Okay. City manager reports, item 15.
Nothing this evening, thank you.
All right, thank you.
That's it.
Okay, that's it. We'll adjourn. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my bad.
You're bad.
Councilmember Sakowitz, do you have anything?
Yeah, I noticed the for sale sign on Tehachapi Boulevard out towards where the RV storage unit is that what's going on there?
I'd have to check for sure. It's probably a for sale sign that was left over, but yeah, I'd have to check for sure.
Okay.
I can get back with you on that though. But the project, the RV / mini storage unit project is still moving forward. Yeah, they have full intention on probably moving during the summer.
Susan? Phil?
No, just maybe you'll touch on the awards, regional awards.
Oh, yes.
I'll let you do that.
Okay.
Through all our beautiful snow that we haven't had for such a long time, it's beautiful, but what I've noticed is we're going to have a lot of issues with potholes. So that'll be a big project for you come better weather, I'm sure. So
Big project for Dawn. And actually, yeah, you're absolutely correct. There have been, some of our streets have been riddled with potholes. Our Public Works is doing a really good job keeping up on it, but they continue to pop up every day. So we'll continue to address that.
we're playing dodge cars, dodge the potholes.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Well, I'd like to thank the Girl Scouts again for coming to our meeting. Thank you, girls. I hope you saw a lot of cookies. So,
Thank you for inviting us.
no,
Oh, you're welcome.
I get a response back from them. That's cool. We had our Kern Cog Regional Awards Dinner the other night, and we had Mr. Garrett won a pretty prestigious award. I'd like to thank him for that. If Corey, could I have you comment on that dinner, please? I know, I'm sorry. I should have been more.
There goes your cookies.
Yeah, I know. There goes my cookies.
They're all gone. Yeah, so we had a Kern Council of Governments, and they do a regional awards of merit every year. We received a couple this year. Obviously, you mentioned Greg received the Award of Merit for Leadership here in his great job, obviously, he's done here in the city. And then we also received for an initiative we started last year, really got going, was our using our location-based AI data for economic development, running reports, helping small businesses understand their customers, who's coming in. Everybody's got a cell phone, and there's a lot of data on those cell phones that's being used to let people, business owners, and even cities understand who's coming in to their community, who's shopping, and it's a very powerful tool. So we've been able to successfully leverage that, and so that was another one of the awards that we received and recognized. It was nice to be recognized for innovation in that front. So, yeah.
I'd like to thank all the staff for that, Mr. Budge, Key, Corey, Jay, everybody who's participating in that. I really appreciate it, especially to you, Mr. Garrett, for leading the staff on that. It was a very nice dinner, very nice to receive an award like that, and very proud to be part of the city to do that. I apologize that I didn't have that on my schedule. Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Well, you're welcome. Yes, the city's always represented very well throughout the region. Current regional awards, every city or groups within the county get nominated, and a few get selected. And we are very well represented within the county. So we're very proud of everyone who gets an award every year. Thank you both.
Thank you. Okay, if there's nothing else from council, we're going to close the meeting, and we're going to go into closed session. If we have anything to report, we'll come to this room and report it. Thank you.